Hello everyone, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, we'll see self-service procurement topics now. We have completed non-catalog requisition and we just completed this. And we have seen this also like item-based requisition also we completed, correct? How to create item-based requisition, that is inventory requisition. How to duplicate requisition, cancel, reassign. Okay, this is we completed. Change order also we completed. Requester initiated change order and buyer initiated change order, this. And we'll complete the remaining topics under the SSP module. I'll show you information catalog, how the information catalog is created. So these topics I'll show you from the demo instance, because demo instance gives us a couple of good examples and good clarity also. I'll show you the procurement requisition screen. So from the procurement, click on purchase requisitions. You see here on the left-hand side, quick actions are displaying here, right? So this is a recent change, recent feature. Under the procurement, purchase requisitions. Yeah. And if you scroll down, so information and tips. So here, whatever you see, these are called as informational catalog. These informational catalogs are nothing but it's a, you can put here the training documents, or see here software policies, travel policies, desktop policies. This is nothing but some kind of information that we are providing to our requesters, our employees. Okay, and if you click on this, it will redirect to the another website, another URL. See here. So you can also mention not only a URL, the training documents you can put in the Google Drive. That Google Drive link also you can keep here, like how to create a requisitions or how to get it approved. Okay, what are the company buying policies, buying ethics. So such kind of information can be maintained here. I'll show you how to create this. Let me use the same user. So to do this configuration, you need a role called Procurement Catalog Administrator. Procurement Catalog Administrator role is required. Once you have that role, Procurement Catalog Administrator role and data access, then from the procurement, you should be able to see this catalogs icon. Catalogs. Let me show you the role first. You can add this role to your user, or you can practice directly in the demo instance under KC Brown login. It's up to you. So this is the role, Procurement Catalog Administrator role. So this role is required to create not only informational catalog, this role is required to create a request forms and also these categories also. These categories also, you can create a catalog requisition from here. What is catalog requisition? I'll explain you. Okay. So you should have this role, and to this role, you should provide the data access also. BU access you should provide. Okay. Now, I'll show you the configuration. The topic is information catalog, right? So this is the topic that we are going to discuss, information catalog. From the procurement, click on the catalogs. First, I'll show you the existing configuration, the existing catalogs. If you go to manage catalogs, and here search for the information catalog only. There are three types of catalogs are there: local catalog, punch out catalog, information catalog. Search for the information catalog and click on search. Click on search. So you see here, travel policies, software policies. Okay. So how this is configured? It's very simple. Okay. If you open it, you'll see the name, the catalog name, which is going to display here. See here, desktop phone policies. So this is the catalog name, and then this is description. And so if you click on that, desktop phone policies, it's going to redirect it to this URL, oracle.com. Okay, this URL is provided here in the setup. So this is image URL. Image URL is nothing but in case if you want image to be displayed here. Like if you see here, images are displaying on the top. If you want images to be displayed, then you can provide the image URL. So these keywords are nothing but this is search, where this search is used. So here you can actually use the search. So whatever the keywords that you entered, using those keywords. So how our users are going to search for this catalog? They may not be exactly searching with the same name. They may search like phones. Okay, so just you can type like phones here. So if 5 are there, no problem. Okay, if 20 are there, all the 20 won't be visible here, right? So there would be a scroll bar here. So instead of scrolling down, instead of itching or trying to find out for this, you can search here using these keywords. Okay. And it's been assigned to a category called desktop phones. Okay, but this is optional. Let me create our own. I'm creating informational catalog. So click on the drop down and click on create informational catalog. Okay. Under which BU you are creating the informational catalog? Under the US1 BU. What is the catalog name? What is the catalog name? URL. I'll provide my company website URL. Terms and conditions. Okay. And keywords. My users can search like this. Okay. And I'm not entering anything under the image URL. Click on save and close. I created informational catalog, and this informational catalog should be visible to which users. I create informational catalog, right? This has to be visible to which users. That is called as a content zone. That's called as a content zone. So we have to create a content zone, and to that content zone, we have to assign this catalog. This catalog, it won't be directly visible. So you have to assign to a content zone. The content zone is nothing but it's a access that is provided to the users. So I'm going to the content zone and I'm creating a new content zone. 47K. Content zone. So here you can choose. Okay, let me select the catalog here. So I'm selecting our catalog, which we created just now. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a content zone. Okay, to this content zone, I'm assigning the catalog. I'm assigning catalog and scroll down. Do you want this catalog to be visible to all the requisitioning views, or only specific view, or only specific worker? Specific worker is nothing but specific employee. So I want this to be visible to only AC Brown. So clear, content zone is clear, right? After creating the informational catalog, you have to assign that to the content zone. And this content zone access you are providing to which users? You are providing to only this user, or you want to provide to one more user? If you provide to the BU, suppose we are all having access to this BU, then we are all able to see this content zone. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Save and close. Now, whatever the information catalog that we created, it should display here. Let me try with the refresh. Now, I'll go to the home page and I'll reload the screen again. Okay, you see here. 47K terms and conditions. So in case if you create many, then you'll see the vertical scroll bar here. Vertical scroll bar is there. Clear, team? And if you click on this informational catalog, it is redirected to the company terms and conditions. Okay. So not only the URL, you can also provide you can place the documents into OneDrive link you can put it there, or Google Drive link you can put it there, Box link you can put it there. Okay. Clear with the content zone and informational catalogs?
Yes.
So these two topics we completed. Okay. And the next topic is smart forms. The smart forms is used to create requisitions quickly. Actually, when we are creating a requisition, we are entering an information like you have to enter some details on the requisition screen. We have to create what is category, what is quantity, what is price, and everything. We have to enter all this information, right? To save the time and to create requisitions quickly for the frequently used or frequently ordered items, you can create request forms. Suppose if you feel business cards, nothing but visiting cards you frequently order, then for business cards you create a request form. Okay. Suppose if you click on the business card, then you can see automatically every information is filled. This is called deadlock. If any one of you on the screen, please close. Okay. So business cards, you see here, already the line type is there, item description is there. Okay. And then category and unit of measure, everything is there, and supplier, from which supplier you are purchasing this also. You can simply click on, you can increase the quantity. Okay. You can just simply click on if you want, you can increase the quantity, simply click on the add to cart. Okay. So here, these are all the request forms only, nothing but smart forms. The smart forms are used to create requisitions quickly. We'll create one smart form. Okay. This is also a good feature for the business users. So business users always, they would like to save the time. Okay. Always they want to save the time. They want to finish their work quickly and they want to go from the office quickly. And yeah, I'm going to the smart forms. So already see here, business cards is a smart form which is already created. I'm creating a new one. Smart form name. And the keywords. And you can enter here item description. Do you want item description to be editable? Do you want item description to be editable? Yeah. So let it be editable. Okay. And do you want the category to be editable? Category I don't want to be edible by the user. Okay. Quantity and the unit of measure also. I'll select not edible, and the price I will select not edible. Okay. And supplier, I'm going to select not edible. Okay. So here, when you're creating the smart form, you can also decide which field can be edible at the time of requisition creation. We can decide here. Okay. And after creating this smart form, attach this smart form to the content zone. I'm opening the content zone that we created. I'm attaching this to the content zone. So earlier we attached the information catalog. Now we are attaching the smart form. Okay. Now I'll reopen the screen. Okay, you see here request form. And if you click on here, some fields we selected edible and some fields we selected non-edible. If you see category, we selected non-edible. Supplier also we selected non-edible, and price also we selected non-edible. So item description can be edible. Okay. And then quantity also edible. So enter the currency also edible. Okay. Click on enter. Clear?
Yes, Krishna.
One response.
We can put agreement also non-editable, right?
Yeah. One response.
It's clear. Krishna.
So this purchasing news is nothing but we can announce something on the screen itself for all our employees. So here itself, but the purchasing news section is hidden here. It's not displaying here because there are a couple of sections are there, like top category section is there and request forms, information tips, recently used. The page is already occupied with many sections. That's why the purchasing news is not getting displayed here. If you want the purchasing news to be displayed here, we can do the personalization. By using the personalization, we have to enable it. But where to create the purchasing news, it's very simple. So if you click on the task list and if you go to the purchasing news section, so under which business unit it has to be displayed. So here you can select. some instance. Okay. And this is displayed in the home screen here. And it's up to the client requirement. If the client wants to use the purchasing news, then purchasing news we need to enable here. Okay. Check in the other instance. By default, it is enabled or not. Okay. We have to enable through. If not enabled, we have to do enable through personalization. And you can take the technical consultant help to enable it. Personalizations, generally technical consultants are going to take care of it. Next, I'll show you how to create a local catalog, how to create a punch out catalog. Okay, we'll discuss this. Local catalog. What is this local catalog? You see some catalogs here already, right? So if you want to something to purchase related to technology, related to services, related to office supplies, you can click on this catalog. This is called as a local catalog. You can go inside to this catalog, and inside this catalog, you can select which product you want to buy, you want to request. Okay. If you want to request these books or pens or whatever, it's very simple from here to add it to the cart. So we can quickly order the items from here. We should directly display add to cart symbol also here. There is a small symbol icon. Yeah, it just loaded. It's because of the page issue. It's not loaded as of now. See here, a small cart symbol. You can simply click on add to cart and click on add to cart. It's very easy and quick to create a requisitions from the local catalog also. So I'm trying to add it to the cart, 2 items, view the cart and check out the cart. That's it. So how to create this catalog? How to create this catalog, we'll discuss. As of now, clear light, what we have done. As of now, we discussed about informational catalog. We created informational catalog, and this we have attached to the content zone, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And we created what we call smart forms, right? And smart forms also we have attached to the content zone. Okay. And purchasing news. Purchasing news, of course, that section is not displaying. That's why whatever the news that we created won't display. It has to be enabled to the personalization. Now I'm planning to discuss the local catalog. Okay. Before I show you the catalog related configuration, I'm trying to explain you how this catalog is worked and how this catalog is useful for the business users. Anyone logged with the same user parallelly? Please stay, okay? Please don't log in. Anyone logged?
Yes, Krishna, I have logged in. I'm logging out.
I'm about to call your name, Ravi.
Okay, got it.
I know you might have logged in. So you can see here, okay, I can simply click on the add to cart the items from the catalog, okay, and then click on the cart. When same users are on the same screen, it's gonna lock. It's called deadlock, okay. The different user can be on the same screen, but not the same user. Okay. You see here, team, automatically these items are added to the cart, and you can directly submit the requisition here by increasing the quantity. Okay, but you know, these are not so whatever you see, this can be item description, this can be item also. If you take all this related to office, this is which catalog? This is office. supplies catalog. Okay, office supplies generally, these are expense items, consumable items. Pen, books, these are not inventory items. It won't provide inventory value. It's expense items, consumable items. These are all. And against every item, you can see the price also, right? Against every item, you can see the price. This is coming from the agreement. This is coming from the agreement. So you can see here what is agreement number 52233. 52233. Okay. Let us open this agreement and show you. So that means for the local catalog creation, agreement is required. What type of agreement is required? Blanket purchase agreement. Because in the blanket purchase agreement only, lines available. In case of contract purchase agreement, lines available? No. In the blanket purchase agreement, lines are available. At the line level, you can enter the item. Against the item, you can enter the price. That price is gonna visible here. This price is coming from the agreement. And also this is not an item. This is not an item. So in the agreement, this is just a description. This is just a description. If it is an item, you might be thinking that this price is coming from the item list price. But this is not an item. This is just a description. This description is entered in the BPA. And again, is this item description, the price is entered. I'll show you the agreement configuration. Okay. Procurement and purchase agreements. And go to manage agreements. I'm searching with the agreement number 52233. Okay, open it. There are a lot of lines are there. Do you see item here? Do you see item here? No. Okay, just description. Just description. So here, whatever we see, this is platinum pen pencil set. This one. Correct? And what is the price here? $45. Something called lustrous platinum pen and pencil set. The $45 is coming from this agreement. This agreement got created against which supplier? Office Depot supplier. Okay. So hope you understood. The agreement is required for the local catalog creation. Agreement is required for the local catalog creation because the product prices are coming from the agreement one. What is this category? This category is pens and pencils. Okay. This is category. All these items are, all these products are falling under this particular category. If you are clear, then I'll show you the configuration. By creating the configuration from the scratch, I'll show you.
Clear, sir.
That's why, see, this would be a good teaching approach. First, explaining the significance of that that configuration and the usage, and showing the existing configuration, and later creating a new configuration for better understanding. Okay, I would like to use one more browser. Okay, it seems to be website is working properly. I spoke to GoDaddy people yesterday, Ravi.
Okay,
They
got
took
it.
me almost 1 hour to fix the issue.
Okay,
The issue is from their side and it's a hosting issue.
okay,
They will say it's not our issue and all, but they restarted our cloud space, our server, and then it automatically issue got resolved.
okay.
Yeah, I'm monitoring continuously from the morning. I got a lot of calls yesterday from the students. If something is not working, will come to know automatically immediately. So before okay, before going to the local catalog setup, first of all, you should understand what is the difference between browsing category and actual category. Okay, so actual categories is something that we create from the either you create from the PIM or you can create from the you can create from the PIM. You remember we discussed about category creation under the product management module, how to create a catalog and categories. That's called actual categories. Okay, and the browsing category, it will help the business users to navigate to the actual categories. Suppose if you see here, office supplies is not an actual category. Okay, it's a browsing category, which will help us to navigate to the actual categories. Help us to navigate to the actual categories. Okay, this hierarchy, the structure we need to create in the application. Okay, we have to create one browsing category. Under that browsing category, we have to add actual categories. Nothing but if you take electronics as a browsing category, under electronics, actual category examples are like TVs, fridge, okay, or washing machines. So these are actual categories. Okay, so let's create the browsing category now. The browsing category we can create from catalog icon only, catalogs. So what is the role required to see this icon? Catalog administrator role is required. So we have 20 minutes time. I'm going to be really quick here. I mean, more quick here. Please put your focus here. Okay. To complete the concept by today itself, I'll be a little bit faster. Please put your focus, team. Okay.
Yes, Krishna.
So here, manage catalog category hierarchy. So here I'm planning to create a just for your understanding, I'm going to name it as browsing category itself. Browsing category. Okay. And image URL. Image URL is nothing but. So here you'll see the against each local catalog. So here you see some catalogs, right? Against each catalog, you see some icon here. The TV icon, a computer icon, this kind of tablet icon. So these icons are coming from this URL. You can place that image in the Google Drive or OneDrive, and that you can keep it here. That URL you can keep it here. Save and close. I created browsing category. Under browsing category, what I'm doing, I'm gonna add under this browsing category, I will add the actual category. How to add the actual category here? Insert item category. Item category is nothing but the actual category. So if the category is already added to any other, so here you'll see only few categories. Why you are able to see few categories? Because the remaining categories are already assigned to other browsing categories. That's why you're able to see only these two. Only these two are left. Suppose if I choose space, suppose an example, if I choose space as a actual category, okay. Now the space is already added to the browsing category, right? Okay. Now again, if you go to the insert item categories, that it won't be displayed. See here. Why space is not displaying? The space is already added to this particular browsing category. Okay. Let me add both of these item categories to the browsing category. You know, right, where we create these categories? You know, team? These categories where we create? Huh?
Product management.
Product management. We create under product management. So under the browsing category, we have two, software and space. Okay. And here there are a lot of browsing categories are there, but only few are displaying here because your featured category should, your browsing category should be displayed as a featured category. Only featured categories are displayed on the home screen. So enable the featured category checkbox. Okay. And you can see the difference between browsing category and then item category icon. See here, this is a briefcase symbol and this is kind of a book symbol. Okay, good. And you can move these categories from, you see here, move option is there. You can move from one browsing category to the other browsing category. You can move if you want. So right now you see office suppliers, right? Office suppliers is a browsing category or normal category?
Browsing category.
Yeah, thanks for the response. You're able to follow me then. So see office supplies, you see this icon, it's a browsing category. If we expand it, under that you can see our actual categories. What are the actual categories? You see chair, okay, and office supplies, desk supplies, pens and pencils. You see our BPA created for which category, team? Here you see the BPA. BPA got created for which category? Pens and pencils. Pens and pencils. Now let's create a BPA for our categories. I'm creating a BPA now. So for good, we created browsing category, and under the browsing category, we added our item categories. Clear, right? You can either enter the item, you can enter the item description also, not a problem. Okay. So I have entered the description and then I'm using the categories that we added to the browsing category. Okay. We have to see the approvals, how the approvals is. After this BPA, we have to do the local catalog setup. Do you remember the agreement number? It's
Sir, price break and quantity breaks and leakages.
not mandatory, madam. Okay. And now I'll show you the local catalog setup. So from the procurement, go to catalogs and click on manage catalogs. And you're seeing how to create information catalog from here. And now we are creating the local catalog. Click on create local catalog. Okay. And here in this catalog, do you want to include all the items from all agreements? No, I want to include item from a specific agreement. You can enter the agreement number here. This agreement is not having any items, right? That's why it's not, it's good. Pending for approval still. Okay, let's wait for a few minutes. So here, if you want to display all the items from all the agreements, you can select, or you can exclude a few agreements also by including all the. If you exclude only a few agreements, only those agreements items are not going to be displayed. And similarly with the categories also. Okay. So we already created a category, right? That category, if you want, you can select here. I want these two to be displayed. Only these two categories to be displayed. Not all. Okay. Let me try to fetch the increment also. But agreements refresh button is not given here. Pending for approval. Now it's open. Approved. Okay. Now I'm able to select this agreement. Okay. Now click on save and close. This has to be assigned to the content zone. This catalog should be assigned to the content zone. To the content zone, we earlier assigned the informational catalog. Now we are assigning the local catalog. Okay. Now let's reload the screen again. Okay. I have not added the image, right? That's why the image is empty here. And if you click on the browsing category, you can see under that 2 item categories. Correct? So spares and software. And if you click on the spares, you'll see only one product description. Why you will see only one product description? Because as per the BPA, can I show you the BPA configuration? So under spares, only one product is added under the BPA. Okay, that's why if you select spares, so sample item 1 and 1, 2, 3, the price is coming from the BPA. Okay, so you can just simply click on add to cart. So clear? I'll show you the catalog configuration again. I was click when I'm showing the catalog. Let me open that and show you the catalog better. It's very simple only. Okay, in your catalog, which categories has to be displayed? That's it. Ram, mute yourself. So which categories you want to display in your browsing category or there? Okay, and what is the respective agreement number? That's it. It's very simple. And then assign this catalog to the content zone. Okay. What are the configurations for the local catalog? What configurations? Okay. You should have a BPA, blanket purchase agreement. And you should create a browsing category. You have to create. Why you have to create a browsing category? Because you have to make this as a featured. You have to make it as a featured category. Only featured categories are displayed in the home screen. If you don't make it as a featured, it won't display here. So you have to make it as a featured. And under this browsing category, you have to add the item categories. Item category 1 and item category 2 or whatever. Okay. And again, is these item categories, you have to create the BPA. Correct? Again, is these item categories, you have to create the BPA. And where we create these item categories, we create these item categories from the PIM. Okay, and then later create a local catalog and then assign the local catalog to the content zone. So these are the configurations. So in the local catalog, what we are doing, we want these categories to be displayed. And we want this agreement from this agreement, these category related the product price should be displayed from this one's agreement that we enter here. So simply we add the BPA and then we add the categories. Good.
Yes.
Very, very important configuration.
Yes,
This is very, very important configuration. That's why I'm explaining multiple times. So you might be thinking Sari is explaining in the demo instance. I'm explaining in the demo instance because I'm showing the existing examples and I'm creating our own data. That's why I'm explaining in the demo instance. You can try in your own instance also on top of your business unit, on top of your enterprise structure. Same configuration, no change. But why I'm explaining in the demo instance? Because in the demo instance, some good examples are already there. I'm showing that examples and I'm creating our own example here. If you want, you can try under your VU. Same configuration. Same process. Okay. Any questions? Today we completed smart forms, informational catalog, local catalog, and then we understood what is content zone and what is the difference between browsing category and item category. Good, everyone?
Yeah, Krishna, good.
Yeah.
Then thank you all. See you on Monday. Okay, please practice this topic today itself. So this is a little bit dry topic. If you practice today itself, then you'll get better clarity on this topic. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can practice on the demo instance right away. Okay. Thank you all. See you on Monday. Bye.
Thank you.